back on trail. So happy. It's much colder, so much colder than when I left. Looks different. Lots of the leaves are on the floor and not on the trees anymore, but it's the same old awesome AT. I got dropped off where I came off, and gonna ease the foot in today with maybe 16-20 miles. Started reasonably early, not as early as I'd like, but that's okay. So here we go. Oh, I'm gonna feel pretty unfit after 4 weeks resting my foot. Day one back, and I was feeling so energized for the first 2 hours, and now my butt hurts and my legs hurt. And I'm aware that even though I was hiking in the Himalayas, probably wasn't going quite so fast and quite so far. And I have to be realistic. It's going to take me a minute to settle back in, but I'm loving it still. It's very eerie to a degree. There's no one here. It's like a whole different country from when I was last here. But it's still good. Just have a break in a couple of hours. Slack pack today. I haven't really ever slack packed once before. It's good, but if my butt and legs hurt now when slack packing, whoo! Imagine how they're gonna hurt tomorrow when I try and do more miles. Yeah, I'll make a coffee on the ridge line and take in the view. I'm gonna go stay at Woods Hole Hostel tonight. Look how blue it is. And they're making me dinner. And I'm looking forward to it. Speak to you in a while. Okay, just came point 2 on a blue blaze down to find the spring. And I had the realization of how fucking cold this water's gonna be. Oh man. I mean, it's cold because it's a spring. It's like even more cold now because it's so cold. I just came along to this outlook, which is beautiful by the way, to make a coffee, and there was this Tupperware box hidden just down a crack a little bit down here, and it's from a mum who lost her son, and it's a geocache. I don't think I've ever found a geocache before. Daniel Thomas Lash, and he really sadly died really young, 2007, myocarditis. And the family have put some little pictures of him in here. He loved hiking, he loved the AT, and they've left envelopes, information, a poem, his application for university, and envelopes with their address on, so that people can write and let them know how we found this box. Good morning from Woods Hole Hostel, which is run by Neville and her helpers, and has been in her family for a very long time. It's a beautiful 1850s log cabin. Look at the reflection. Such an incredible place. Communal dinners cooked together, eaten together with, well, last night with myself, Neville, 2 of her meditation retreat friends on a road trip who stopped by, and 2 guys who live here and help out currently. And sheep, goats, and 3 amazing pigs. Yay! I particularly love it when the path turns into a Rhododendron Tunnel, which reminds me of being back home in Cornwall in Tree Gardens and down on the Helford Passage. But I wish it was a spring time of year in some ways, so that the buds could be out. I bet it would be like a riotous pink corridor. But now it is a nice change from the trees being how they are, a little bit naked. I'm glad I'm not a little bit naked because it's cold. so beautiful, almost fluorescent green. It's raining, not too bad, but I put my new umbrella up, attached it to my pack, not very professionally, but does the job. It's the first day, I think, ever on the AT that I've had that I haven't seen anyone. 15, 16 miles so far, haven't seen a soul. That's okay, it's just kind of weird. But I better get used to it. I think that's what it's going to be like for quite a lot of the way, all the way to Georgia. Okay, I don't think the rain is going to be too bad. Fingers crossed. Morning! Sun's doing its thing, shining on the trees. It's cold this morning. Gloves and everything. That's good, it's beautiful. I think it's going to be a sunny day. So glad I stayed inside last night. Woo. Beautiful pristine woods. Helium balloon. It's slippery, but I'm going to go down and get it to pack it out. So when you guys, whoever ever releases these at parties or weddings or whatever, I'm not trying to preach, but you watch them go up, and this is where they come down, or in the sea. So maybe don't. It's so cold. I wasn't quite ready for this. I've got 3 layers on my puffy, and then my waterproof jacket on top of my puffy, and a coffee, a hat, a buff. I'm waiting for my lunch to cook, finish eating up. I don't think I'm going to go as many miles as I wanted to today, because I've slack packed from Weary Feet Hostel. They're super nice, check them out. Near Bland, Virginia, and there's 2 places they could pick me up. One is like 18.5 miles in, and one is 26 miles in today. And I didn't start as early as I wanted, and I think I'd be pushing it to do 26 before it gets darker and therefore the sun goes down. I don't mind not hiking if I know I'm going to somewhere particular with my headlamp, but not when it's this cold. I think that when the sun goes down, my brain is frozen. When the sun goes down, it's going to be really colder. It's going to be really colder. That's the correct word use. And I'm not doing it today. No. But I'm still loving it. I was just thinking that I'm a bit lonely. It's my second day that I haven't seen anyone at all on the trails. I get really lovely people messaging me on Instagram and Facebook, and that feels like company, which is really nice. And then I think as much as I like my own company in real life, out here it's nice to know someone's around, like a few hours behind or a few hours ahead, and pardon me, that was a burp, that you might see them at the end of the day, but there's no one. I have people like a day ahead, maybe a day and a half behind. This is a good thing to experience. Soon coming up is totally alone, in the dark, in the very cold, camping all by myself with no one else that I know around in a like 24-hour walking vicinity. Incrementally building up to these things, from being too scared to go for a long walk by myself, I guess, in some ways. Yeah, all incremental. Goals every day. Goal today might be a beer. Morning. So, stayed at Weary Feet last night, the second night in a row. They slack packed me, and I came back so cold I didn't do my whole 27 miles, I just did like 18 or 19. And then Van Kelsen's affordable back there too, because they've got really cold. And been picked up earlier on that day to warm up. It was a very cold day for everybody. And yeah, some of the hunters came back for dinner. Interesting chat with them. I'm not pro hunting. It was very interesting to learn about why they hunt and how they hunt. Today we're doing 22 to Charlotte Knob Shelter. No, Chestnut Knob Shelter. I keep calling it Charlotte's Knob. Maybe like Charlotte's Web. I don't know. It's a beautiful day today. Not so cold, but brisk. With ice on all the leaves and beautiful spotting. One house just went past me because I was messing around. I'm not very consistent. I get a mile done, but just, you know, all in good time. That is VA15, little road that we just crossed, very small, to a lovely river stream. And I'm trying not to be a water hoarder, so I haven't filled up. I've got a litre. Trying to discipline myself. It's another 6 miles to another fill. Oh my god, should I get more water? I have such water insecurity. It's a good place to have just had a snack, a pee, put my orange cover on my pack so I could take my hat off. Probably wearing far too much, but after speaking with the hunters yesterday, they said absolutely wear your orange today. It's doe day, Saturday. The woods will be full of shooters. So, off I go. Can you hear that? The sun's just gone down. It's like 5 o'clock. I've got a mile and a bit to go up to the top to Chestnut Knob Shelter. And I can hear loads of gunfire. You'd think that once they fired once, all of the deer would be frightened away, unless it's a range. I'm not used to hearing gunfire. Just trying to get to the shelter before it gets dark. Golden, made it. I'll follow